guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really special video to share with you guys. I am very excited because this is about all my favorite perfumes that I own, like top shelf, some of which I haven't been able to talk to you guys a lot about because it's more leaning towards fall. But the thing is, they all have one thing in common, and that one person in common is Cecile Zarokian. I love her fragrances. I love her DNA. Wherever she leaves her DNA on a fragrance, I'm all over it. So if this interests you, please definitely stick around. Before we get started, I'm going to tell you what's on my lips and what's on my nails, because if I don't, you always ask. Of course, what's on my nails, it is from the ILNP Nail Lacquer Company. This is in a highlighter pink, like 1980s called. They want their pink back in 2-piece, but I love it, especially for summer. It's a fantastic color. And what I have on my lips are two different items. First of all, from MAC, we have from the Cream Sheen line. This is the Peach Blossom color. That is what's all over my lips. And of course, to top it all off, I have from Buxom Full On Lip Cream in White Russian. So that's what's on my lips. All right, so you guys, if you've been watching me on my perfume journey, my fragrance journey and perfumes, you know, that kind of thing for a while, you guys know my love affair with one particular scent. So I figured I'd just start on this. I won't go into a lot of detail on this. I will, however, link the video I did specifically on this fragrance. It still is one of my top fragrances. It was number one, but now I'm like, because there's another one out here that I think might actually come a little bit close to beating it, and might, maybe if you guys want me to do a ranking video of certain genres or something, let me know, because I would definitely do that for you. But what I'm speaking of is Nishane Ani, and Ani is just beautiful. I love the story of it. Again, in that video I will have linked up above. I will have told you what this is. This is my very first really expensive niche fragrance. This is the 50 ml. They do sell them at 100 ml, so it's obviously twice as much. This, you need one spray and you are good for like 3 weeks. Literally, it's going to be on your skin, on your clothing. This is such an amazing fragrance. It up until recently, like I said, it still might be tied for first place, but there's something else that's really close to it. This is an eau de parfum, fantastic. My very first Nishane fragrance, and of course it was by Cecile Zarokian. Ani like I said, it has a great story. This one has just an amazing non-linear experience. I'm not saying to be linear is bad, but I'm just saying that this just basically takes over, and it's like a mood ring. It kind of just does whatever your body temperature and what your body does, and the chemistry, whatever it matches with, this is what I get. So right off the bat, you get a blast of ginger, some bergamot, but to me, I get mostly ginger, a little bit of pink pepper and all that, but give it like a little bit of time. Again, this is like a winter fragrance. I can't wear this right now, but I am looking forward to being able to go out and do things and go to fancy occasions to wear something like this. This is also a unisex fragrance as well. Fragrance should be unisex anyway, but this is labeled and has always been labeled as unisex. I definitely get the cardamom. But when I used this, when it was really, really cold this past winter, I wore it on a really cold day, and that is when I got the blackcurrant. That particular really cold winter day, that was all about, I went from ginger to cardamom to boom, I went into a blackcurrant. It just enveloped my olfactory senses and it totally took over. But what I get at the end of the day is a benzoin, like an ambery type vanilla at the end of the day. So it settles down to this most absolutely beautiful vanilla. And again, I'm not going to go into grave detail on this because I've done a whole video on this before. I really appreciate this one, and this is kind of how I got started, that I really started to enjoy and started researching this Cecile's creations. So again, I've got 5 more to share with you guys. So next is a fragrance that is more masculine leaning, I would say, but it is unisex. I love a good men's fragrance. I can't do the vetiver necessarily, like that strong, or the strong lavender, but when it comes to some of these notes in here, ooh, this is so good. And this would smell so good on a man too. Nelson, when he's not looking, I'm spraying this on him. First of all, I'll show you the bottle. So I haven't really highlighted this. I just showed you guys this in a haul. Again, it's one of those fragrances I will be wearing more in the fall, winter months based on their notes. I'm going to read to you guys what the notes are just off to the side here, so you can bear with me. On Fragrantica, it doesn't have top, mid, or base notes. It just basically, he says, here are all the notes. So they are amber, cumin, tonka bean, benzoin, cardamom, cinnamon, sandalwood, guaiac wood, miliotosis? I don't know. Turkish rose, jasmine, sambic, and cedar. You guys, this is so good. This is like, if you got to go outside, if you know that you're going to be near a fire, I get like a smoky leather scent, even though that's not even there. And maybe this cocktail of scent notes, there's something about it that makes it smoky and it gives me like a leather vibe. Oh, it is gorgeous. But again, it's leaning to, there's like not any vanilla on here. So unlike the last one, Ani, you're going to get not as much vanilla because there isn't. I get it, just, it's more like the cedar. It's the, to me, the leather, the smoky notes, and the cumin and the cardamom and the cinnamon, and just, oh, it's so good. 100% would recommend this one, men or women. Again, this is, oh, I keep forgetting to tell you guys, this is from Mosque Milano, and this is in the scent Tango. My apologies. So this is an absolutely beautiful, 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 and handsome bottle. To change this up a little bit and to completely throw you off base on the scent notes, I'm going to throw to you guys a totally different scent. This is from Fath's Essentials, Jacques Fath's Paris, and again, Cecile Zerokian did design this, and it's Curacao Bay. And this is just a small one, but I just wanted to make sure that I really liked it. I really, really do. It's perfect for like salt air, beachy vibes. Oh, it's absolutely just delectable. So this is a complete polar opposite of anything I've showed you so far. This is a little wee bottle of sunshine. It really is. Reminds me of the beach. And again, I'm going to read to you guys the notes, the top, the mid, and the base notes here. Tangerine, lemon, petitgrain, orange, and green notes. Mid notes are frangipani, sea notes, and black currants. Base notes are white musk, ambergris, and woody notes. Definitely get the beachy vibes. That's what I get. But you can see she likes her black currant because I definitely see this as a theme running throughout. Oh, it's gorgeous. I definitely get like the tangerine, the zestiness, but then the sea salt, like what do they say? The sea notes definitely come in and sort of play along with it. Oh, this is beautiful. And taking it on vacation with you, how perfect is that? Again, this is from the Jacques Fath's Paris. And the scent is Curacao Bay. It's absolutely delightful. So up next, we're going to go back into the notes that are more familiarized into the cooler months of the year that some might use this fragrance. This one is from a new house to me as well, from Jovoy. And this is in Remember Me. And this could hurt somebody. The way this is so, I've said it before, it's very weighty. The lid is so heavy. The fragrance is gorgeous. So this one here has been on my radar for quite some time. I've heard Sebastian talk about it. I've heard Demi Rowling talking about this one. And then I also heard Arlene Delicious Delights also talk about it as well, and how they loved it because of its chai tea. It was always boasted as like a chai tea type scent, a very like you were sipping a chai tea. And I will agree to a point. One thing I will say though, and I drink chai teas quite often, I don't get the lactonic note in here as much as I do in, you know, some of the other, like there's one other one here that we're going to talk about that I get the butter. I get the, like definitely that lactonic buttery scent. This one to me, I absolutely love, like wholeheartedly love this one. And I'm really looking forward to wearing this more in the winter months. But I'm going to read to you guys what the scent note descriptions are for this one. And then you'll see some familiarity to this as well, because like, you know, you can tell what I like, right? So they say the top notes are cardamom, lemon, and bergamot. Mid notes are tea, ginger, and frangipani. And the base notes are milk, vanilla, woody notes, and cedar. I would agree for most of that. I do not get milk. What I get is a very like leafy, like a really awesome chai tea, black tea, and all like the cardamom, the spices that go along with it, which I appreciate very much. I actually feel that I like this more because it doesn't have the lactonic note, because I feel like I can wear this the fall, winter, and spring. And I say that because fall, winter kind of depends on where you live. It can be very cold. Definitely could be cold here. But I think the flankers between, or on the opposite sides of winter, the fall and the spring, this would definitely do really, really well as well. Because I think it just also, those tea leaves, it just, to me, it just smells like fresh. crisp. And then of course you got all the spices, pumpkin spice lattes, you know, and they're not the same, but they use a similar like spice palette in pumpkin spice lattes. So again, this is from the House of Jovoy, and this is in the scent Remember Me. So I think this is probably one of her latest creations. This is from the House of Amouage, and it's my very first one. And it was like, it won't be my last. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. I would never have been able to purchase this one had it not been on fragrancebuy.ca, which I do swear by. It's where I get a lot of my niche fragrances. But this one here is Amouage Material. And they never said in the announcement it was Material Woman, because generally this is the size here, the way the bottle is shaped. All of the different ones that they have, it'd be Material, and then this would be the woman's size, and the men's one would stand taller. They changed the name. The men's one is a different name. Oh, you guys. Okay, perfect. First of all, just a beautiful bottle. I can see, there is translucent. I can see through the back, so I know how much I have. The bottle is stunning. Orange cap, but the most important thing is what's inside that counts. Just like human beings, it's what's on the inside. Oh, you guys, this is so good. It's very similar to the one I'm going to talk to you about after this. It's not the same, but you can definitely tell the same perfumer basically made this one as they did the one I'm going to share with you right after. There's less of a lactonic note. There's no lactonic note to me in this one. It is definitely cardamom. It's definitely spice blends. I'm going to read from my computer right over here what the scent note descriptions are. The top notes are patchouli and elamine. The mid notes are Madagascar vanilla, benzoin, and the base notes are tonka bean, incense, gaiac wood, agarwood or oud, and labdanum and osmanthus. Now, the florals I just don't get. For me, this lasts really, really long time. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I don't necessarily get the florals, but my body loves the ambers. It loves the sweet, decadent vanilla. Oh, and it is, even though it's like in the women's bottle, I think this is unisex. Again, Sebastian has talked about this one, and so he's really enjoyed this. He was very happy, and he also loves vanilla-based fragrances as much as I do, probably. So I really think this is great. This is a stunning fragrance. I am very, very pleased with my purchase, and again, I didn't pay full price for it. And you guys, last but not least, so I talked about Ani at the very beginning. It has been the reigning champion of all of my fragrances, and I do have a lot. But this next one has almost, I'm going to say it's a tie. It's a tie for my favorite scent from any of my collection. This had me almost in tears when I received a sample from my friend Emmy. When I sprayed it, it reminded me of something right away. If you guys know, and if you've had that experience where as soon as you smell something, it just brings you back to a really great time of your life. I mean, sometimes you get the sad times or the bad times. This one brought me back to such a wonderful time in my life. I'll try showing a picture up here of the dessert that my family would make on Christmas. And we'd only get at Christmas. It's plum pudding and hard sauce. I'm sure a lot of you from the UK probably know what I'm talking about. But this brought me to like teary-eyed, like a little verklempt. But I really, really do enjoy this one. So I'm going to say this is tied with Ani for my favorite fragrance from my entire collection. And this is from Théo Cabanel in the scent Café Cabanel. And this is just delicious, you guys. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait till it gets cooler outside. So I can wear all these fabulous fragrances that I've been like buying up a storm in the summertime that are definitely more for winter. You can wear them whenever you want, but I think I'm going to get the best out of it in the winter months. So this one reminds me, again, that picture probably would have showed it to you guys what it looked like, but plum pudding. So like a fruit cake with like shavings of nuts and like carrots and like the candied fruit in that dense cake. And then on top, the hard sauce that you make the night before. Like, trust me, I've made this. This is amazing. The topping is like real whipped cream that you sit there and you're whipping, like you're blending, and you're adding sugars and you're adding vanillas, you're adding a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, you're adding all that stuff. And that gets put in the fridge overnight. And then when it's time to have the dessert, your plum pudding is nice and warm from the oven. And then you take a big dollop of that like whipping cream yumminess and you put that on top. And that is what this is. So I'm going to read to you guys what it says here on Fragrantica on what the notes are. So there's top, mid, and base notes. So the top notes for Cafe Cabanel are cinnamon, coffee, mandarin orange, which I don't really get orange, but you know. The mid notes are milk, butter, heliotrope, and rose, which I 100% agree. I do smell a lactonic notes in here. This is where I get the butter. This is where I get the whipped cream. Yes, I get that 100%. And the base notes on this one are tonka bean, vanilla, caramel, sandalwood, and musk. Oh, you guys, like seriously, when I say this is like my number 2 to Ani, man, oh man. Where Ani has an opening of like ginger, that ginger blast that has cardamom, that has blackcurrant and all that, and then ends in a really lovely vanilla. This ends in a lovely vanilla, but it's just, it's truly a dessert. I can't say too much more about this because it's absolutely smashing. So that's it, everybody. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you have a favorite perfumer or favorite nose in perfume, let me know down below. I just started following Cecile Zerokian with Ani, and then from there I kind of grew my love affair. Clearly there's 6 bottles here. She's made over 60 different fragrances for different houses and things like that, but I'm not gonna like all of them. I've definitely picked out the ones that I thought I liked the most. Yeah, I just really love it, and I really think she's such a sweetheart. I follow her on Instagram. Definitely give her some love on Instagram. She travels the world. It's her job to do so, to get inspiration from things, places, people, stories, things like that. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful way of expressing a story is through fragrance. And like I said before, you can have scent memories attached, good, bad, or the ugly kind of thing. But when they're good, they're really good. So that is everything, you guys. If you did enjoy this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. That would be lovely. We would love to have you here. As always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.